What has happened when I landed at Varanasi? We were amazed, both myself and my wife. The welcome that we have received, I believe no other Prime Minister has ever received. And I'm glad it's in your constituency. I can understand why you get elected with such huge numbers. Thank you. Members of the press may wish to know that this is my 4th official visit to India, spanning different periods as my tenure as Prime Minister. Over the years, India, through its various governments, has accompanied Mauritius in its journey toward progress and development. You know, we had an embassy, a High Commission in India. Even Sachiv Saga insisted that even before independence, we had a High Commissioner of India and Mauritius. Over the years, this has strengthened. We have benefited from India's generous assistance and expertise in key sectors of national development, including but not limited to health, education, capacity building. Prime Minister mentioned many of them: renewable energy, this infrastructure, maritime security. India's support, timely support in these areas continues to make a tangible difference in improving the quality of life of Mauritians. I'm glad also that what we had said in our program, many of these are being implemented. We're going to have this, we have said earlier that this will be the veterinary hospital for animals. Also, we have the day before yesterday, a big player in health services is prepared to come to Mauritius to implement a hospital, and they will look also at pediatric and gynecology, as we mentioned, a specialized hospital. Many of these, what we wanted to have in Mauritius, in education, is a special economic package, as the Prime Minister said. In education, in energy, in infrastructure, in health services, in education. The Ayurvedic Center will also be an exceptional one, thanks to your blessing, Prime Minister. And so we are moving on, and the timing has enabled us to deliver tangible outcomes. It will allow us to deliver tangible outcomes. And we had the privilege, as you know, of welcoming Prime Minister Narendra Modi for our 57th anniversary of independence. And during this visit, it is during this visit that Modi ji elevated our bilateral relations to a higher level with the Mauritius-India joint document on enhanced strategic partnership. I'm glad now to affirm that our ties now have entered an even more dynamic and forward-looking phase. The issue that we discussed, including the double taxation avoidance treaty, which we think can be improved, but we'll see how things go. And also for the training, for the whole structure of training in our police force. It's very important that we get this training. Our police do come to India for training, but we want to look at the whole structure. As the heart of this visit were very constructive discussions, but we also spoke of the surveillance of the vast exclusive economic zone after we acquired. We'll go through Parliament, I think, in a few days. We need technical cooperation from India. We need the surveillance. We don't have the capacity for surveillance. And also we want to visit the Chagos to put our flag there, including Jogwasha. We wanted to have a vessel. The British offered us, but we said we prefer to have one from India because symbolically it would be better. Beyond bilateral issues, Prime Minister Modi and I held deep exchanges on pressing global challenges. As I said, also maritime security, but also climate change, and we will continue to work together. These discussions have culminated in the signing, you've just said, of several memoranda of understanding in the fields of community development, power, energy, science and technology, research, education, marine science, and space research, which will guide and strengthen our cooperations in the years ahead. Another highlight has been the high-level business meeting held 2 days ago in Mumbai. which brought together the captains of industry, and it was very fruitful because there's an eagerness, because I've told them that don't forget we have preferential access to a lot of markets in Africa. We are a member of SADC, we are a member of COMESA, and we are a member of the African Union. But especially with SADC, there's a lot of double taxation agreement treaties which India business people can also benefit. It will be a win-win situation. This visit has reaffirmed that the ties between Mauritius and India are not defined merely by history or geography, but by shared values, a common vision, and an enduring friendship. Prime Minister, I want to thank you again as we continue with the program so generously elaborated for us. My delegation joins me in again saying a heartfelt thanks to you, Prime Minister, and for you to the government of India and the people of Bharat for the love and affection you have bestowed upon us. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. That concludes the press statement. Thank you for your presence, ladies and gentlemen.
इस समय मसूरी में ट्रेनिंग कर रहा है। आज हमने तय किया है कि मॉरिशस में एक नया डायरेक्टरेट ऑफ साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी स्थापित किया जाएगा और जल्द ही हम मॉरिशस में मिशन कर्मयोगी के ट्रेनिंग मॉड्यूल भी शुरू